Chosen one, you've been hidden for too long. The world needs you. For years, perhaps even decades, you've felt it. An undeniable pull, a whisper in your soul that there is something more, something bigger than the life you've been living. You've always sensed that you were different, that your existence had a greater purpose. Yet the world around you may not have recognized your light, and so you learned to dim it. You stayed in the background, waiting and wondering when the right moment would come. The truth is, you were never meant to blend in. You were meant to rise. You were meant to lead. As you watch this video, stay until the end. Every word has been placed here for a reason, and there are no accidents. If you feel this message resonating with your spirit, let the universe know by writing your warmest wishes in the comments along with the number 777. This number carries powerful energy, completion, destiny, and alignment with your highest purpose. When you write your wishes, you are sending a signal to the universe that you are ready. Ready to step into your true self, ready to manifest your highest potential, ready to stop hiding. Now, like this video and subscribe if you haven't already, and let's go deeper. The world is shifting, energy is realigning, and now more than ever, your voice, your presence, your power is needed. You are a chosen one, someone born with a unique mission, a divine calling that only you can fulfill. But before you can step into your destiny, you must awaken. You must remember who you are. The world cannot afford for you to remain hidden any longer. This is why you found this message. This is why you're here right now, reading these words. It's not a coincidence, it's a confirmation. The world is waiting. You may have spent years feeling like you didn't belong, like you were an outsider watching the world move around you but never fully fitting in. Maybe you were misunderstood or even ridiculed for the way your mind works, for the way you feel so deeply, for the way you see beyond the surface of things. Others may have dismissed your visions, your dreams, your inner knowing. But that doesn't mean you were wrong. It means you were ahead of your time. Chosen ones are often isolated. They walk a lonely path because they are being prepared. Every challenge, every heartbreak, every setback was not a punishment, but a lesson, a refinement, the fire that shaped you into something unbreakable. The universe was not keeping you from your destiny. It was forging you for it. Now the preparation is over. The time of waiting has passed. The world is calling for you to step into your power. But stepping into your power requires courage. It requires releasing everything that is holding you back. The doubts, the fears, the limiting beliefs that have kept you small. You were not meant to be small. You were not meant to live in the shadows of your own life. Think about it. Why would you feel this deep longing if it weren't real? Why would you have this unshakable knowing inside you if there weren't a reason for it? This isn't your imagination. This is your destiny. The world needs your gifts. It needs your wisdom, your energy, your unique perspective. The people around you may not always understand you, but that's because they aren't meant to. You are not here to fit into their reality. You are here to create a new one, and it starts with you. You must claim your identity. You must stop hiding behind fear. You must stop waiting for permission to be who you truly are. No one else can do this for you. You are the one you've been waiting for. Every chosen one has a moment when they must decide, will I step forward or will I keep playing small? This is your moment. Think of the times you held back your truth because you were afraid of what others would think. Think of the times you silenced your intuition only to realize later that it was right. Think of the dreams you set aside because they seemed too big, too unrealistic, too impossible. Now realize this. You were never meant to conform. You were meant to create. The world needs more leaders, visionaries, healers, and guides. People who are unafraid to stand in their truth and light the way for others. And that is why you are here. With God's blessings, you are invited to bless this message by giving a divine gift of $20 or more through the Super Thanks button on YouTube. Together, let's spread faith, hope, and love, bringing light not just into your own life, but also to those who need it most. Your generosity becomes a seed of inspiration and healing for countless souls. You may feel unprepared. You may feel like you don't have enough knowledge, experience, or confidence. But let me tell you something. The greatest leaders were once beginners. The strongest warriors were once untrained. The most powerful souls had to learn to trust themselves. You have everything you need inside you. It's time to let go of the past. It's time to forgive yourself for the moments you doubted, the moments you hesitated, the moments you didn't believe. None of that matters anymore. What matters is what you do now. Step forward. Your future self is waiting. The world is waiting. There are people who need your energy, who need your guidance, your words, your presence, and they will never find you if you keep hiding. You were given this life for a reason. You were born into this time, into this reality, into this experience because you have something to offer. You have something that no one else does, and if you do not step into your power, the world will never receive it. So, what will you do? Will you keep hiding? Will you keep pretending you are less than what you are? Or will you rise? This is your call to action. This is your awakening. No more playing small, no more waiting. The universe is calling. Will you answer? You've felt it your whole life, haven't you? That subtle, persistent feeling that you were meant for something more, that you were different. Not in a way that made you better than others, but in a way that made you separate, as if you were walking through this world, seeing things others couldn't, feeling things they ignored, knowing truths they refused to acknowledge. This feeling wasn't just your imagination. It wasn't wishful thinking. It was a whisper from your soul, a reminder that you have a purpose far greater than you've been led to believe. You are a chosen one, and for far too long you've been hidden, whether by design or by circumstance. You have remained unseen. The world may have overlooked you, but the universe never forgot you. It has been preparing you, refining you, shaping you into the person you are meant to become. And now the time has come. The world needs you, not the version of you that has been dulled by fear or shaped by the expectations of others, not the version of you that has been told to stay quiet, to stay small, to stay in line. The world needs the real you, the powerful you, the awakened you. There is a reason you have felt so disconnected from the mainstream, from the status quo. It's because you weren't meant to follow. You were meant to lead. But before you can guide others, you must first reclaim your own power. For years, you've doubted yourself. You've questioned your intuition. You've second-guessed your decisions. Maybe you even thought you were crazy for feeling things so deeply, for seeing beyond what others could comprehend. But here's the truth. You were never wrong. Your instincts, your inner knowing, your visions, they were all real. They were all signs pointing you toward your destiny. The only problem was that the world wasn't ready for you yet. Or rather, you weren't ready for the world. But you are now. Every hardship you've endured was a test. Every setback was a lesson. Every moment of loneliness, of doubt, of frustration was all part of your initiation, the fire that refined you, that strengthened you, that prepared you. And now, it's time for you to step forward. No more waiting, no more hiding. The world is calling for leaders, for visionaries, for those who have the courage to break free from the illusion and stand in their truth. But stepping into your power will not be easy. The world is comfortable with what is familiar, and you are anything but ordinary. When you begin to shine, you will face resistance. Some will doubt you, some will challenge you, some will try to pull you back into the shadows. Do not let them. You were not sent here to be ordinary. You were sent here to be extraordinary. It is time to own who you are. No more apologies, no more explanations. Stand in your truth, speak your wisdom, share your light. The world needs you now more than ever. The energy of the planet is shifting, consciousness is expanding, and those who have been chosen, those who have always known deep in their souls that they were different, are being called to step up. You are one of them. You were never meant to live a small life. You were never meant to blend in. You were meant to rise. But first, you must make a choice. Will you continue to live in the shadows, doubting your own power? Or will you embrace your destiny? The choice is yours, but know this. No one else can do this for you. Your path is your own. Your purpose is waiting, and the world is ready for you. But are you ready for it? You've spent too much time doubting yourself, too much time questioning your path, wondering if the fire inside you was real or just a fleeting illusion. But deep down, you've always known the truth. You are not here by accident. You were not born into this time, into this reality, just to go through the motions, just to survive. You were meant to thrive. You were meant to lead. You were meant to awaken others by first awakening yourself. And yet, for so long you have hidden. Not because you wanted to, but because the world told you to. Maybe they told you that you were too much, too intense, too sensitive, too different. Maybe they dismissed your dreams, your visions, your unique way of seeing the world. Maybe they laughed when you spoke about your purpose, about your calling, and so, little by little, you learned to quiet yourself. You learned to hold back, to dim your light so you wouldn't make others uncomfortable. You buried parts of yourself just to fit in, just to feel normal, just to belong. But you were never meant to belong in the ordinary. You were meant to stand out. You were meant to rise above the noise, to see through the illusions, to break the chains that have bound you for far too long. And now the time has come. The world is waking up, and it needs you, not the small version of you, not the version of you that plays it safe. It needs the real you, the powerful you, the you who remembers why you came here. You have a mission. You have a purpose. You have something inside of you that no one else has. And if you do not step forward, the world will never receive it. Think about that. Every moment you hesitate, every time you shrink back in fear, the world loses something only you can give. How much longer will you wait? How much longer will you tell yourself that you are not ready? You will never feel ready. No chosen one ever does. The moment you are called is the moment you must answer, whether you feel prepared or not. Because here's the truth. You already have everything you need inside you. You have the strength, you have the wisdom, you have the power. You just need to trust yourself. There is no more time for fear, no more time for doubt, no more time for waiting. The world is changing, and the ones who were once hidden are being called into the light. The ones who have always known they were different are being activated. You are one of them. You have always been one of them. And now the question is, will you rise? Will you step into your power no matter what it costs? Because make no mistake, there will be a cost. Some people will not understand you. Some will resist your transformation. Some will try to hold you back to keep you small, because they are afraid of what your light will reveal about their own shadows. But you must rise anyway. You must move forward, even if it means leaving behind what no longer serves you, even if it means walking alone for a while, even if it means stepping into the unknown with nothing but faith in your own path. Because this is your path. No one else can walk it for you. No one else can fulfill your purpose. No one else can do what you were meant here to do. The world is waiting. Your destiny is calling.